Ciao, I am Massimo and we are a cruising charter. Welcome on board. I will show you all the main parts of the boat. Come with me. Here you have your dinghy. If you want to raise up the dinghy and place it on the deck, you have to use this halyard, which is normally for the spinnaker. You just tie the two ropes together and pull up. The halyard will go to the cockpit, so it's very easy to use. You put it on the winch. Now we have a look at the anchor winch system. Here inside we have a remote control for it. So down and up. On board you have 70 meters of chain. Every 10 meters you have a red mark. Sardinia, as you can see, can be very windy sometimes, so please use a huge amount of chain, at least 5-6 times the depth. To fill the freshwater tank in the bow, Genoa has a normal rolling system, so you pull one of the two to open it. Then you will pull this one when you decide to close it. Everything is in the cockpit. Very easy to use. Here we have the system for the mainsail. You only have two positions, so on this side it's not possible to open the sail. You have to switch it to the other side like that, and you will open the sail by using this sheet here on the top that goes to the cockpit. Open the sail as much as you need. Then put back this one here on this position, so you will lock the sail. When you decide to close it, same position here, so this side is only to open, wind channel, and you will go clockwise like that. But on this side is ratchet, so only one way, no chances to go to reverse. If you don't put this on the correct position, then you can't lock the sail, so the system doesn't work properly. You will see that the sail will enter this way. If you see that the sail is going this way, then something is wrong, so you have to open completely the sail and do it again, because otherwise the sail will not stop. To open the mainsail, switch on this side, then some of your friends from the cockpit will open it. Okay. Then, here again, to close it, switch it back on the first position, here. So you can see it's not going on the other side. The wind channel and one hand on the rope, so you keep a good tension on the sail and go clockwise like that. Okay, that much is enough. Here we have the life raft, and this one is the main sheet for it. It's a very long one, about 8-10 meters. So first you have to pull out about 2-3 meters of it and tie it on some strong part of the boat. That can be this one or any other one. Then you simply throw everything in the water and jump on board. You have a knife already inside of the raft. Cut the rope and go for the new trip, but I'm sure you don't need it. Here at the stern we have the mooring lines and the shore power cable. Then here we have the place for the leather. Here you will place the leather if you want to go to swim. On this side we have a shower with hot water, just pull out, and the gas bottle. Remember that you have a spare one under the locker. Here is to place the tiller, and this is the second freshwater tank. On the other side, same for the tiller and the diesel tank. So this is the diesel, the other side is the water. Under the bigger locker you will find the fire extinguisher. This is the manual bilge pump. Simply open and pump in case you need it. To run the engine we have to switch on the electricity. Wait for about 10 seconds until you hear the beep. Now you can press start and run the engine. If you need to recharge the batteries after, for example, one night at the anchor, you have to go 1300 rounds per minute. So press that to have the neutral gear and go forward with the handle. Like that you will charge the batteries. You have to keep it for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. When you use the handle with the gears, please slowly. It means now I go forward. If I need to go backward, I have to stop in the middle, then go backward. Never means never do it continuously like that. The boat comes with a full diesel tank. Please refill it before you come back to Portisco. And to stop the engine you press stop, and very important, remember to switch off the electricity. So on, off, off. Forget that. Here inside we have the horseshoe with a floating torchlight inside. So when you throw it in the water you will have the light on. The rope is already plugged to the boat. This is the control for the bow thruster. You press both on together to switch on, then one side or the other side. Off to switch off. Please don't use it for more than 5 seconds. This is the control for the autopilot. Standby is manual. If you want to use it, press that one to engage and you have the autopilot. Then one direction or the other one. Standby will be manual again. Here a multi-instrument with several different pages. So you will find the wind, direction, speed of the boat, whatever. But what is really important is the depth of the water. This is the sea level, the water line. And the keel of the boat is about 2–2.5 meters. Okay, so at the moment, for example, we have 3 meters free under the keel. If you read 2–2.5 here, it's too late. Inside of this locker we have part of the equipment. We have a spare anchor with a 10-meter chain and a 30 meters long rope for the second anchor. Spare mooring ropes, so you have 4 altogether. And this is the tiller. This is the ladder. On the other side we have a spare gas bottle, the water pipe, the pump for the dinghy, the pedals for the dinghy, and the boat hook, a manual pump for water, and a few things for the cleaning of the boat. Every boat comes with an adapter for electricity, so 16 to 32 ampere. Here we have all the sheets of the boat. This one here and this one are to raise up the sails, so please don't touch them because you roll the sails. And now we go down inside of the boat. Now we have a look at the engine. We did all services, so you don't need to check. And in case of any kind of problems with the engine, with the sails or any part of the boat, please call us. You're on holiday, we work. This is the switch for the battery of the engine. Off, on. You can keep it on all the time. This hole is for fire extinguisher. In case of fire into the engine room, never open the door or you will oxygen the fire. Just take the fire extinguisher and put it here inside. You have one outside, one each cabin and few here in the main room. This is the emergency stop in case something is wrong. If you press that for a few seconds, you will stop the engine. This is the pump for the diesel. In case of problems, if you press that, you will call the diesel from the tank. Behind the engine, in the bottom, you will find the seacock for the cooling system. If you open the door on this side, then you will find it in front of you. The valve is that one. Keep it open all the time, of course. Just in case of emergency, you will close it, but you will see, you will decide. The black one is the manual bilge pump, the one we saw outside, and the grey one is the electric bilge pump. The electric bilge pump is not automatic, so from time to time have a quick look here. If you see a little amount of water, it's not a problem, any boat has it. If you see a bigger amount of water, then it can be that you have a problem on board, so just use the pump and give us a call. The main switch for the electric bilge pump is this one. Don't forget it on. Now we have a look at the bilge. This is the most important part of the boat. Please, every skipper, check. Those bolts hold the keel of the boat. If you hit the ground, we will see cracks in the fiberglass. It can be around the bolts or here on the top. It can also be here on the top of this part. We give you a boat which is fine, and we will do the check of the bilge again when the boat comes back at the checkout. So please, every skipper, check carefully that every bilge is fine. In one of the front cabins you will find a switch for the bow thruster. It's here in the closet, or it can be here around. This is the switch for the toilet pump. On this side you pump the water in from the sea, and on that side you pump the water out. Please remember, no paper at all in the toilet. Here we have the seacocks for the toilet. In and out. Now they are both open. It will be up to you if you need to close them. Here the valves for the two freshwater tanks. Keep one open and the other one closed. When you finish the first tank, simply close the first one and open the second one. In the kitchen we have the gas valve here. Open and closed. Flame, flame, oven. Here's just part of them. Under the seats we have all the equipment. Under the seat of the main room and under the beds in each cabin we have life jackets and life belts. Here we have the life jackets, life belts. Then here in the main room we have a bosun chair to climb the mast, a foghorn and a bag with all the flares, so rockets and smokes for the emergency. We also have a medic first aid, and a tools box. This is the lamp for the cockpit, and we have 1, 2 and 3 winch handles. Look, this is a shorter one, so you can use it on the mast. Here a binocular, a bearing compass, a torchlight, a locker for the outboard, key. This is the main key for the door of the boat, and this is for the locker. Then we have some spare fuses. Here all the pilot books. Here we have all the charts for North Sardinia and South course. If you have any different plan, please ask. Square and divider, then French and course flag. In this book we have everything about the boat. This blue one is the main license of the boat, so in every port you only need this one to register. Then insurance, security, and all manuals about instruments and all parts of the boat. Here we have the plan for all the electric parts. 220 volts, which is here on top, and 12 volts, which is here. Everything that you have here, it is written. Please read. All navigation lights, main for the cabins, charging, and all the instruments and pumps. Here is to see the levels, fresh water, and batteries. Please no battery below 12 volts. If you see they are going low, please run the engine or plug the shore power. On board you have 2 completely independent systems, engine and services. There are no chances to put them together, so you can use everything that you want, fridges, pumps, light, and in the morning you will run the engine anyway. Here we have the VHF. You switch on, then you have to press clear, and with this you go through channels. Portisco is on 69, you will see. In the office you will get a complete list of all the VHF channels and phone numbers of the area. Please call every port before you go. Especially when you will come back to Portisco, never enter Portisco on your own. Please call the assistance. An important tip: when you will enter your berth in Portisco, do it on reverse gear. So you will enter the main channel of the port, then all the way on reverse gear until your berth. Thank you very much for your attention. Buon vento. Ciao.